Hello students, myself Anita Kamar, TGT Science KB1 Bikaner. So children, let us continue with our chapter 11, the human eye and the colorful world. Today in this chapter we are doing the dispersion of white light through a glass prism. In our last session we have done reflection of light by a glass prism. Now we are doing the dispersion of white light through a glass prism. So children, what is dispersion? Dispersion is the splitting of white light into its constituent colors. It is dispersion. Children, let us see how this dispersion of white light through a glass prism takes place. Children, let a white beam of light is incidenting on a glass prism. This is beam of white light. So when this beam of white light enters on this glass prism, then it gets split up into its constituent colors, and different colors of light these bend at different angles. Then again among these band of 7 colors, red is at the top and violet is at the bottom. Children, do you remember the 7 colors of the rainbow? It is, the acronym for it is VIBGYOR. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. All these 7 colors, these deviate at different angles. Red deviates the least and is at the top, and violet deviates the most and is at the bottom of 7 colors. We can call this as spectrum also. Spectrum is the band of 7 colors that constitute the white beam of light or sunlight. So children, why this red color bends the least and violet bends the most? Because red color has the highest wavelength and travels the fastest of all these 7 colors, while violet has the least wavelength and is slowest of these 7 colors. So children, Isaac Newton performed an experiment with this prism, and he placed another similar prism adjacent to this one, and he tried to get further colors out of the second prism, but he could not get any more colors than these 7 colors. Then he placed another prism adjacent to this prism in inverted position. And when this spectrum of 7 colors passed through this prism, then he again got a white beam of light. So through this experiment, he concluded that white light is composed of 7 colors. This rainbow formation after it rains. So children, what happens here? The tiny water droplets, they act as small prisms. When a beam of white light or sunlight enters into this tiny water droplet, then it gets refracted and get dispersed. Then total internal reflection takes place, and then it again refracts and it disperses again as a rainbow, and we see the rainbow as we all observe after a rain. So children, you must have seen 7 colors on some other objects also, like this. I'm having this CD compact disc here, and when we see at the shining surface of this CD, we see rainbow here. The spectrum we can see. You can see the band of spectrum here, band of 7 colors. Similarly, after a rain shower, we see the rainbow in the sky. So how it happens, let us see. Children, there is a raindrop here. Suppose a beam of light is entering into this raindrop. The medium is rarer here, and the medium here is denser. Then this beam of light, beam of white light, it gets refracts and gets dispersed in 7 colors here. Here, red is at the top and violet is at the bottom, just because of the difference in velocities of the different colors. That is the fastest of these 7 colors, and violet is the slowest of these 7 colors. Then what happens here? When this incidents here on this surface of raindrop, then what happens? For simplicity, we'll draw only 2 rays here, that is red and violet. Then it again, the total internal reflection takes place. Again, refraction takes place here, and we see this is red color and this is violet. So children, here first refraction takes place, then dispersion of white light into 7 colors, then total internal reflection takes place, then here again refraction takes place, and this light emerges as 7 colors out of this raindrop, and we see the rainbow. The viewer can see the rainbow here. So So children, let's see what is this total internal reflection. Again, let us revise refraction that we have done, where a beam of light is entering from, that is, it is air and this is water. This medium is rarer and this is denser medium. Then this incidenting ray, it refracts towards the normal. Is it right? Then if we increase this angle of incidence, if I is increased, R is also increased, and a point comes where if we increase it, then this angle of refraction becomes at the right angle to the normal, or right angle to the plane here. Then if we keep on increasing this angle of incidence here, then the refracted ray gets refracted within the same medium. This is the case. What happens here? This is the incident ray and this is the refracted ray. So this is the case which is seen here, where this incident ray incidents at an angle where this refracted ray get reflected back within the same medium, that is within this raindrop. Then total internal reflection takes place here, then again refraction, and we see the rainbow here. So this is how the rainbow is formed. So children, that's all for today's lesson. Have a